Good morning, everybody. This is Al Stefanelli. You are listening to BoqueteNow, talk radio on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. I am joined this week again by the amazing, the absolutely fantastic and wonderful Chris Young.
Morning, everybody.
And we have a special guest with us today who refuses to talk, but Chris, introduce her anyway.
My beautiful partner, Jamie.
She's sitting in the background, and maybe we can convince her to come on up and say something. We're sponsored by, speaking of Chris Young, Big Daddy's Grill, Boulder 54 in the Tap Out Sports Zone. We have we're going to have a lot of fun today. So we want you to call in. This is, as you know from last week, we changed the format, so we're doing a live call-in show. And the phone numbers here, excuse me, are 730-8508. That's our hard line. And we have a different WhatsApp number. It's 6729-5729. That's 6729-5729. We just got that number about 5-10 minutes ago. Give us a call. I'll give you the numbers again. They are tap, 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 730-8508 or 6729-5729. We will take your calls to talk about whatever you want. I mean, we can talk about the latest in Minsa. We can talk about the reopening. What are you planning to do? What are you binge watching on TV? Hey, you got any good recipes? Are you mad about something? Well, call in. Talk to us. How you been doing there, Chris? You doing all right, man?
Yeah. It's been a certainly interesting time.
I bet you're glad the restaurants are going to be opening, huh?
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing, it kind of irks me a little bit, is the stuff that we're required to do to open in a restaurant, is, with the exception of a couple little things, like checking temperatures.
Yeah.
It's stuff that we're already doing, and we should already be doing.
Sure. Well, can you give us an example of some of the things that...
Well, like hand washing stations everywhere.
Right.
Hand sanitizer everywhere.
Those little things that you... Or is it just a pump thing? Or
I'm talking more on the staff side.
Okay, all right.
You know,
okay.
Minsa came in, they inspected our kitchen, we nailed it. They feel like they have to catch you on something.
Well, yeah,
All
that's,
health departments like that.
That's, yeah.
In the States, I was always busted by the can opener.
The can.
You know, one time I was getting inspected by the Department of Defense for a military contract.
Ooh.
And I'm like seeing, what regular health department people are like operate, this, just little stuff. Yeah. And they come in and they say, oh, it's good. You get a little hole in the ceiling there. And I'm like, wow, of all things.
To not even.
That was ages ago.
Well, they're pretty stringent, though. You know, my wife and I ran a food bank for years in North Carolina. And, they gave us the specifications on how to store the food. We didn't have any refrigerators, so it was all cans and prepackaged stuff. And one of them was that the food couldn't sit directly on the floor.
Right.
So they suggested pallets.
Yeah.
So I went out and I got pallets, and the pallets were 4-inch pallets, standard, pallets, and we set them up all around the perimeter and stocked everything on them. We built shelves on top of that, and they came in to do an inspection, and it turns out, well, it has to be 6-inch pallets. So we had to take the entire warehouse down, move all the food out, and put new pallets in. And they gave us like 48 hours to do this. So, but you know what, though? Yeah, I guess they do come in looking for something wrong. But, in the end, though, that's good. That's good. I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And if your restaurant is allowed to open, then everyone should feel confident that they'll be able to go and eat there without, a threat of getting infected.
I'm curious, what people are afraid of to eat out.
Yeah, hey, there's a good topic. Phone number here is...
Obviously, they don't want to catch the... I'm sorry.
That's okay. 730-8508.
No, forget about that one.
And okay, just the only one? All right.
67.
All right, let's just keep it with WhatsApp. 6729-5729. You only have one phone number to remember. 6729-5729. Call us and let us know, what are some of the things that you worry about, we're opening up. Restaurants are going to be open, beaches, pools, hotels, and all that. What are some of the things that you're going to be worried about, and what are some of the things that you plan to do to alleviate those fears? We've got Chris here. He's got 3 restaurants and a lifetime of experience in doing this stuff, and he can probably answer a lot of those questions for you. Again, or if you want to talk about, what happened, what's going on in the news today here in town, or in Cherokee, or Panama in general, 672-95729. Don't be afraid. Pick up the phone. Give us a call.
There it is.
Oh.
Is that us? Oh.
I don't know. I hear something ringing.
Oh.
Could it be?
Just checking.
It was a test.
So who's gonna break the seal?
Yeah, who's going to break the seal? We going to give him anything this week for calling in first?
You know, that person never came to see me about the free thing we gave last week.
They never did. So I guess it's back on the table. If you don't get it in a week, then you lose it, right?
Could be.
So what was it? Do we remember what it was?
I think it was a free pizza.
A free pizza.
Yeah.
From
Tap Out. Yeah.
If you want a free pizza from Tap Out, be the first caller. 672-95729. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Just, keep it clean. This is a family show.
Plenty of things that I see on Facebook.
Oh, I know, right? It's amazing. you just never know what you're going to get, though, right? So, yeah, 672-95729 on WhatsApp. Give us a call and let us know what you see. Now, Jamie's not talking right now, but she owns a hostel, right? No.
That's my girlfriend.
She runs it for her.
She runs a hostel Mama Lena.
Mama
Mama
Yena.
Gana?
Mama Yena.
Mama Yena, the
You
two
know,
L's.
It's
the
Spanish
two
for
L's.
like bread pudding, right? Is that right?
Bread pudding?
Mama Yena is like a
Mama
bread.
Yena
It's like a bread. It's like a pulse, yeah. That's it's Spanish for a bread pudding.
A bread pudding.
Yeah.
Hotel bread pudding. Yeah. But maybe I don't know. Maybe we can convince her to answer some questions. Maybe. She might do it. She might do it.
She's shy.
Are you shy? No, she's not shy. She's been on the show before. She's not shy. But hey, you know what? It's no problem. We want to hear from you. Seriously, we do. This is a community show, and this is your community, right? And there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot going on in Panama, especially with the announcement of the reopening. So, 672-95729. How about you give us a ring and ask a question, or come up with something you want to talk about? We'll be more than happy to hear from you, and you can get your information out there. How about that? I did want to cover one thing, though, while I'm waiting for the first caller to call in and get that free pizza. Chris has been nice enough to allow some space at his restaurant to help a friend out here in the community. I don't know if many of you know Will Wolf, and you know what he's been through over the last maybe almost year and a half.
We have a call?
With his knee replacement surgery. It's just had gone from bad to worse, and the pandemic here has had a serious impact on his finances. So he'd like all of us to get together and help him out. Will served in the Army for 5 years, and he did 3 tours in Vietnam. He was in Special Forces. He was a military advisor in Israel. He's done a lot for this community.
Sorry.
And you can go to Big Daddy's.
We have a
Oh,
call?
we have a call?
Yes.
Oh, we got a call. We'll get back to that. Hello, caller. Who are you?
Hello, Chris. Hello, Al. This is Roger Guerra.
Oh.
Hey, I'm always the first one to call.
You
I
are.
was just wondering, since they announced the opening of restaurants, Chris, how is it going to be? Have they told you anything? Anything changed? Are the tables going to be far away? And that's one thing. And Al, I hope that in your program you can invite some musicians that are not playing for a while, at the show. That's it. Have a good day.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Roger, in regards to the restaurants, we had to put together a plan, and we submitted it to Mensa, and they have approved it. They come out, they do a site inspection. Tables are supposed to be 2 meters apart, and it's all. I actually yesterday I spent the day in the back of Big Daddy's trying to figure out how to do that. So I moved a lot of tables out, a lot of chairs out. So we have 9 tables back there, and so quite a difference. But they're nice and spaced, and then we're working on. I'm looking at some. They have special masks made for waiters.
Oh, really?
I was thinking about it's already my waiter's first language is Spanish. A lot of our clients' first language is English. I was thinking about wearing that mask. Kind of it mumbles the.
It does.
It hurts the communication. So I was thinking how. So I googled it, and there's some stuff. I found a guy that can have some masks, and they're very cool. They're like I guess the best way to compare it is like upside down face shields.
Oh, okay.
So it's clear, and it goes from nose
Right.
all the way down to your chin.
But it's transparent.
It's transparent, so you can see the mouth. It still blocks a little bit, but not like these.
Well, that's especially good for people that are hard of hearing. I've got probably about 35 to 40% of my hearing left.
Yeah.
And I read lips a lot.
Yeah.
And my Spanish is not very good.
Yeah.
So I read
why?
lips even
Why?
more.
You've been here how many-
I've been here 2.5. I know it's
Come on
terrible.
now.
I know. But I tell you what, though, I got about 40 words in my vocabulary.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty good at ordering things, asking for directions, just general, very, very general, like short little conversations. But I still get jumbled up on the genders and the verbs.
Verbs are hard.
And sometimes when I'm trying to communicate with somebody, I get this quizzical look on their face.
I found a while ago if you take the words and you just piece them together as a sentence, it doesn't really work how you think it does. 'Cause
No.
if you're taking like the English word and okay, the Spanish word for that is this, and they start putting them together how you think it doesn't.
Well, also I grew up speaking Italian.
Ah.
And Italian and Spanish are very similar,
Yeah.
but it has been like 40 years since I've used it. Because when I was a kid, my dad made a rule when I got to school that English only, because we were having a lot of trouble. My grandmother lived with us. She was from the old country, and she didn't speak any English for a while. She got pretty good over the years. But some of the words in Italian are way different than in the Spanish. They sound the same, but they have different meanings. So my wife and I were taking a cab. This is about a year and a half ago, from San Francisco. No, we were down in Los Molinos, and we're coming up. And I tried to use the word for the cab driver to stop at the next bus stop, which I think is La Caseta, something like that. Stop at the next stop. But I used the Italian word instead because I got all flustered. And the Italian word I used in Spanish means something along the lines of "I hate marriage." And I got a really weird look from the cab driver. And then when I got out of the cab, I told my neighbor what happened, and that's
Wow.
that's probably not probably not a good idea.
Yeah, he was probably.
So, but yeah, sorry, man. There's a fair amount of expats here that are fluent in both languages. You're one of them. You speak almost perfect Spanish.
I was.
And compared to how I like destroy the Spanish language, it's pretty good. I wanted to just finish this one thing about Will Wolf. There's going to be tables Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's coming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at Big Daddy's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also at Sugar and Spice. So I need a shout out to Richard Meyer. He's him and Will are pretty good friends too, and I've known him for a little while. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week from 11 to 2 at Big Daddy's and Sugar and Spice. Drop by, throw something in the cup for Will. He really needs our help. Like I said, he's had 6 surgeries over 15 months. Looking at a possible amputation of his leg, and this has pretty much exhausted his insurance and savings and whatnot. So he really, if you know Will, you know what he's done for the community. So please, open your hearts to him. 6729-5729. BoqueteNow. Give us a call. What do you want to talk about? What have you been binge watching? How about that? What have you been binge watching?
Queen of the South.
Queen of the South.
It's kind of cool.
Jamie's over here laughing.
We like
It's
it.
a good show?
It's kind of like this lady. Her husband was a drug trafficker, and he was skimming, and the boss found out, and took him out. And she's on the run with a friend who's her husband's partner skimming.
So it's not like a medieval, castle thing. It's a drug thing.
Yeah, it's current day,
it's
modern
cool.
day. I think it takes place a little bit in Texas and Mexico, and it's a Mexican cartel. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
We Day and I have started like 5 different things.
Yeah.
And you watch an episode and you're like, well, we'll just put it on the back burner, and then you forget about it.
Yeah.
So we did that with the show called The Boys, I don't know if you're familiar
Yeah,
with
I
that.
saw it.
Right.
On the Amazon. On Amazon.
Yeah,
right?
we watched the first episode when it came out. It dropped like 9-10 months ago.
Yeah.
And then they started doing ads for it.
Yeah.
So we started watching it again, and it's actually a pretty cool
It's like
show.
about bad superheroes.
Bad superheroes,
Right?
yeah. And it's
That's
about
pretty cool.
these group of guys. They go and offer their vengeance, their vigilante justice to the superhero, which so it's hard to kill a superhero, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to give up any of the plot away, but the first one they killed, let's just say it was rather in a rather original way to kill somebody.
I don't remember the details, but on my Netflix, I've been wondering. There's a lot of international options.
Oh yeah.
Is that because where we are in Panama and I'm not using a VPN?
If you're not using a VPN, yeah, you actually the VPN is good if you just want to watch programs from the United States. Because they don't want you watching those here, and it's not because they want to ruin your life or anything, but it has all to do with how they place their advertising. That's pretty much it.
That makes sense.
They know people watching here. Like if you're watching Netflix or Amazon Prime on a VPN, you see commercials from the cities.
I don't think I've ever seen commercials on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, not commercial. Well, you see it on Amazon Prime, but usually before you start a show, they may have a little promo or something. And if I'm in Dallas, I'll get used car lot sales from Dallas.
Okay.
Or if I'm tuned to Atlanta, I'll get local sports or whatever. And I guess they don't want that money wasted. So I understand that. But if you don't use the VPN on Netflix, there's a ton of stuff out there you can't see. Stuff from BBC. There's stuff from Brazil. All the football games, all the soccer games.
On Netflix?
On whatever service you use. If you're not using a VPN,
right.
you get.
My technology skills don't go much further beyond Netflix, and I'm lucky if I can get that working half the time. Internet's
been there's something.
There's a fun topic.
How's your internet been? 6729-5729. Who do you use? Do you use Cabeanda? Do you use Cable and Wireless? Do you use somebody else? What's your experience on that? Give us a call. 6729-5729. Yeah, internet has been pitifully slow. It just has been. And I don't know if it's because they're doing work in the area or they're upgrading or there's just a lot of people now.
I read an article that worldwide it's slow because I didn't actually read the article. I read the headlines of the article. But my assumption would be maybe everybody's in their home and using it.
And that's it's get bottlenecked. And when it's funny because when the Wi-Fi goes out, you can't get hardly anything on your data plan. I have like a lot of people have that Movie Star unlimited data, and it's great. When the Wi-Fi goes out, I just use my phone as a hotspot, but everyone else is using their phone.
Yeah.
And now everything's just buffering, and no one likes watching that little spinning.
You actually have to talk.
I know. You have to.
I'm joking.
Her face is covered, but I can still see the expression on Jamie's face.
I'm joking.
Oh my gosh! Well, I tell you what, though, that's a lot of people. That you mentioned that have said that their relationships have either gotten better or worse, but have not stayed the same. Some people are communicating more. They're spending more time talking to each other, and some aren't. I'm not going to delve into that because that is not my wheelhouse. I know that my wife and I get along really good.
Dr. Al. Welcome to the love line.
I'm not that kind of doctor. 6729-5729. Come on, guys, give us a call. There's a free pizza here waiting for you. You did really well last week. We got 3 or 4 calls last week. What do you want to talk about? What are you going to do when the country opens up? Are you going to go to the beach? You're going to go swimming? You're going to go on a shopping spree? You're going to get on a plane and travel somewhere? Are you going to try to travel somewhere? Are you going to try to get someone else to come see you? Give us a call. Let us know what you want to talk about. 6729-5729. Like I said, this is a new format. We know it takes a little while to get things off the ground. We're going to try this for a few weeks, and if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the old one. But we really like to give you guys a shot, the community here, to call in and talk about. This is your show. This is BoqueteNow, and this is what's going on here. So the whole purpose of putting this new format together was to give you guys and gals an opportunity as part of this community to call in and talk about some of the things that you've been, thinking about, some things that are on your mind, maybe something you're irritated with, maybe something that you're happy with. But this is, for right now, this is your show, so.
Miguel, the fish guy's been calling me.
Miguel.
And I've been, Miguel, the fish guy.
Yeah, oh, Langostinos, man.
So he's been telling me.
Big as your hand.
Well, he's called me like 6-7 times in the last 10 minutes. He's trying to reach me, but anyway, so I just texted him, hey, tell me what's up. So he's got, what does he have? Let's see what he said. He has some amazing langostinos, which are those big old shrimp with the heads in they're actually called tiger prawns.
God, those are huge. They're delicious, though.
Now, I would recommend getting them sooner than later because in how many days? What is today?
Today is
in 4 days. There's La Veda starts, which is a fishing ban on shrimp.
Oh, really?
So the price shoots through the roof.
Oh, wow.
Basically.
Go get your stuff now.
He also has lobster meat, lobster tail, and tuna. His tuna is just
I think I might have to.
out of bounds.
I
Awesome.
can't really chew anything right now, but I have my front teeth that are still good, so
Yeah.
I think I can chew on some lobster tails.
Yeah.
Oh man! Hey, but you know what? There's also another option. If you're not in the mood for fish, today at Big Daddy's Grill, spicy smoked pork rib sandwich, slow smoked barbecue spare meat on a toasted bun with boom boom sauce.
Oh yeah, boom boom sauce.
Jalapeno kimchi and fried onion straws, served with curly fries. It's only $10. Seriously, you can. That's like enough probably for two, but get two anyway because don't eat your wife's fries.
The part of the rib, the like flat part that like is when you get your ribs. Sometimes there's that extra little piece of.
Yeah.
Well, these particular ribs that I got, that Skash sent to me. Wow, they're unbelievable. But I took that extra piece and just smoked them a little extra.
Yeah.
So they have a little bit of like chew to them, but nice, moist.
Yeah.
With our Panama Red Rum barbecue sauce. It's like this is a spicy sandwich. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, well, I love spice. You can order, delivery, pick up, 7 days a week. 6250-1948. That is the number to call.
We have a call?
And we have a call. We have a call. Hello, caller. Who am I talking to?
This is Corey out of Fleckham West.
Well, hey, man. How you doing?
Hey.
Excellent. Enjoying the show.
Thank you. What do you want?
This is in regard to Will Wolf.
Yes.
Yeah. He had a piscina, a swimming pool, an above-ground swimming pool for sale last year.
Uh-huh.
And I went to Alto Boquete, to his home. And just to give you an indication what kind of guy he is, I thought, what do you want? How much is it? And I thought he wanted at least $65 for it, minimum. And he said, no, just take it. And I couldn't believe it. He gave me all the appurtenances, the filters and chemicals and everything, and didn't require anything. I just wanted to indicate that's the kind of guy he is. And I'm going to make a point of getting up there next Friday to make a good donation in his behalf. Just to give you an indication of his sterling qualities. Very erudite.
Will, I've known Will for a while. We're pretty good. We're very good friends. We're both ex-military, and you're right. He's an extremely generous person. I've lost count of how many people in this community that he's helped out, and not just financially. He's sent people to do work on homes, and
He's an amazing guy.
just all kinds of stuff. And you're just another example of the level of generosity of this guy. And if you come on up, have Will give me a holler. I'd like to meet you, man.
Very well. I concur. Thank you for accepting my call.
Oh, no problem. You have a great day.
Thanks, Corey. Have a great day. How's Puerto Moyes, Corey?
Excellent. It's a little overcast today, and I've made this my home for the past 3 years, and I'm soon to get married to a local girl, and I'm very
nice.
happy.
Nice.
I'm originally from North Carolina.
Ah, okay. Do you hang out at Big Daddy's down there? Our beach club?
Down here, yes. My friend is David, and I was just there visiting him yesterday. I needed a 100-pound LP gas tank, and he swapped one out for me.
Dave's an awesome guy.
David is.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, cool.
Alright.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man, that's fantastic. And like I said, you know, if you're gonna come up, find a way to let us know, and I'll head over to Will's, and you know, we'll chill out.
Is Will home or
Okay,
is he
my
in the
best to
States?
Chris also.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's home. He's home. Thanks for your call, Corey. Appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We forgot to tell him about the pizza. He might not, you know, maybe.
Maybe we'll give it to him from Big Daddy's.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
We do pizza in Big Daddy's. Porto.
Porto. How's it going? You know, I haven't been down there. Well, last time I was down there was a year ago.
Yeah.
I went down there with a friend of mine, Jeff. And haven't been down there since. But,
Yeah, it's Dave has done an amazing job. It's beautiful. When we first took it over, it had its opportunities. Dave's added an upper deck above the rancho.
wow.
And you can just like the yoga people go out and do yoga. There's the ocean. It's one of the best views that I've seen. It's amazing.
Yeah. There's so many, you know, and that I'm really, really glad that, you know, we're relaxing here and getting this tourism thing going, because, you know, a lot of us that have moved here, you know, well, some people have moved here to run away from something. We won't talk about that. But a lot of us, you know, moved here because of the beauty of this country and all the different places, and not just the touristy places, but the off the beaten path places. You know, that we had gotten kind of spoiled, you know, getting in the car and going, you know, every week going somewhere different. And even if it's just to go on a hike or to stop in at, you know, like a place like Big Daddy's down in Puerto, just, you know, for something to eat. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. Hey, give us a call, 6729-5729. Tell us what you're planning to do next month when things relax a little bit. You know, I know that we've been cooped up for 6 months, most of us anyway, and those of us who have not been cooped up for 6 months have been working as essential workers. If you were an essential worker, give us a call too. Let us know, you know, how things have been for you. I know that there's been a lot going on, and judging from social media, this is your show though, so, you know, call in and let us know, you know, how you feel about things, what you want to talk about. We want to hear from you, we really do. Again, the phone number here is 6729-5729. First local caller, I guess, right, gets a free pizza. So if you're in town here and you want a Big Daddy's pizza, and Big Daddy's makes good pizza.
Tap out.
Oh, tap out.
Big Daddy's does do
Big
pizza.
Daddy does
We do
I've
in
had.
Puerto Moyes. The pizza's from Tap Out.
Okay, well, a genuine tap out pizza. How about that?
Yeah.
A genuine tap out pizza. Call in. So, you know,
If nobody calls, I'm going to give it to Bolivar.
there you go.
What do you think there, guy? You like
Perfect.
it? Yeah.
I know it's mad.
Yeah. Now, you know, well, like I said, we're going to give this format, you know, a couple weeks, and you know, let's see how it goes. If we get, you know, a few calls a show, we'll keep it going on, and you know, if it looks like something that you're not interested in, we'll go back to the old format. I've got some people who are looking to get back on the show, but really, seriously, you know, I did this basically because on Facebook and Twitter, but mostly Facebook, you know, I would get a lot of PMs.
You have a call?
Asking questions. So, hey, we have a call. Hello, who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Jeff.
Jeff, what's happening?
Hey, man, you said call in, so I'm calling in.
What's on your mind, man?
Hey, I just wanted to talk about the internet situation and see if anyone had switched to the new fiber service from Cable and Wireless, and if so, do they think it's, you know, a better service than the Cable Onda service?
I have a friend that's actually switching today.
Oh, cool.
And he said his friends have it and really like it.
Yeah. See, I still have Cable Onda, and I've been, you know, going back and forth about changing over to that service, and I've gotten some information like Chris has. People really like it. I've gotten other people tell me, you know, that they don't like it because, you know, it goes out. But I think it depends on where you are. You know, I live downtown, so any of the issues, the connectivity issues, I think that people might be having, if they're up in Jaramillo or somewhere out, out in Alto, I probably wouldn't have. But I've tried to get my speed to match what I'm paying for, and that has been a real frustration to me, Jeff, because I'm supposed to be getting up to 600 megs.
Yep.
And I've got a fairly decent TV and what do you call not the Fire Cube. It's 4K. Everything I have is 4K. But yet, when I get onto the streaming services like Netflix, I still get pixelated images, and it still buffers.
Yeah.
And I've had them out to the house twice. They've replaced some equipment, and it's getting to the point now that if I'm giving you that much money every month, and I have that advanced tech, I should be able to watch a show on Netflix without it looking like it's 8-bit, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
An 8-bit video game. So, yeah, that's actually, Jeff. That's one of the things that I'm still mulling around. And I'd like to hear from people too. If you have that service, if you have the fiber from Cable and Wireless, call in, let us know, how it's working for you. I'm sure there's a lot. I know that there's a lot of people out there that have having problems with their service with the other company.
Yeah.
So have you haven't made the change yet, though, have you?
No, we haven't made the change. We're in Alta Boquete, so we don't have that much problem with Cable Onda, and we're pretty happy with the service. But now that there's some competition, it's like, well, can we do better?
Well, yeah.
Hopefully, Cable Onda will do better.
Well, I guess that's the free market, right? That's how that works. So I guess if they lose too many customers, they might have to upgrade their infrastructure. I'm surprised that they haven't made the investment into fiber yet. Maybe they spent too much money buying Movie Star. I don't know.
Maybe so.
All right, well, cool. Tell you what, if you do decide to make that change, tune in next week and call back. Let us know what you think, if you can get them out there within a week.
Yeah, right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy your show.
Hey, Jeff, real quick, you got you want a pizza?
Oh, dude, sure.
Yeah,
there we go.
You were the first official caller.
The first official.
I bet Roger's mad. He's like, I've been the first caller 2 weeks in a row, and you haven't given me the pizza.
You can always come get a pizza.
But so reach out to me.
Okay.
Do you know where I am? You know how to reach me?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Well, reach out and let me know, and let's arrange that free pizza.
All right, guys. You're doing a great job. Have a good day.
Thanks, Jeff.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, that was a really good question. That's one of the issues on social media. People are complaining, and you have a right to complain, right? If you're paying for something and you're not getting it, whatever it is.
Yeah,
right.
Especially if you're locked in your house on the weekend and you want to watch Queen of the South or The Boys or whatever you're watching.
Yeah. I don't have the problem really too much on Amazon Prime. Gives you a different punishment for a slow connection. On Netflix, it'll, like I said, it'll get pixelated to where you really can't watch it, or it'll just stop and that little thing will spin and it gets stuck at like 25% or whatever. What happens with Amazon Prime is you'll get nothing. You'll get an error message, and it'll say you need an internet connection in order to watch this program. Because the connection's too slow. If it's below a certain speed, it won't stream. And I'm sitting here looking at my tech. I'm thinking, okay, I got top of the line tech. I'm supposed to be getting 600 meg download speeds, and my TV is telling me that my internet speed isn't fast enough to stream something on a streaming service.
Frustrating.
Yeah, and like I said, especially if you're stuck in a house all weekend.
My problem with Amazon is anything I like, ooh, that looks good. Not available in your area.
Well, that's what you need a VPN for.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough. I may have to call you.
You give me a call. I'll get you. I'll hook you up.
Hey, so we're talking about services. I'm sitting here and I'm doing my grocery shopping right now while we're waiting for callers, and it's amazing. Go Goose as a grocery shopping service.
They do.
And see, I mean, I say, oh, I'm looking for this, and she's sending me pictures going, this one, and I'm like, oh, that one. It's just super cool. So you don't have to go to the grocery store.
Do they go into David, or is it local? Do they go to Price Mart, or is it the local grocery stores here?
They'll go wherever. But they do Baru. I'm having her do a Baru grocery store. I asked her to pick me up a couple things. And they're very efficient. And I mean, like, I wanted a specific brand of brie. She sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. Which one is it? And yeah, so I find that pretty cool. I can sit here with you and hang out and do my shopping. I don't want to go to the store as I'm trying to really guard myself as I'm around food. And,
sure.
So I'm ultra careful.
Yeah. Well, take that, Amazon Pantry, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. And what's their phone number? That's Brian.
That's Brian. So the number for that, you can reach him at, one moment please.
And while he's looking for that number, call us at 672-5729. We want to hear from you. We got about 15 minutes left. The show goes by really quick. We've already heard from a couple of people. What do you want to talk about? And you got that number, please?
Yeah, the number to get Go Goose shopping is 6226-2924.
Yeah.
6226-2924. And
keep in mind, Go Goose that's Brian. They're local, man. They're a local business.
Yeah.
I know there's some other delivery services that have been popping up here around town, some national companies, but you know, we try to support local businesses here, and Brian's been doing a fantastic job.
yeah.
I mean, literally, Chris calls me up. He's on the way, and like 3 minutes later, you know, there he is at my gate. So yeah, very, very cool. I didn't know they did grocery shopping.
Yeah, they do that. They do all kinds of stuff. I'll post the website and the phone number on the
And I'll put it in
on the Facebook page.
I'll put it in the promo. Yeah, that's actually very cool. You know, I mean, and not just for the convenience. I mean, yes, it is very convenient, but you know, sometimes you can't get out of the house. You know, or sometimes you just don't want to get out of the house. You know, you're laying there in your pajamas waiting for Netflix to show up, and you know, I think I want some brie.
Exactly. So here, I'm sending you the link.
Good, he's sending it to me, and I will post it. 6729-5729. Got about 10 minutes left. Talk about whatever you want. Give us a call, and listen, we've got 10 minutes left here, and we will get you on the air. And this is your show, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your community. This is your community radio station and your community radio program. Feel free to give us a holler and let us know what it is that you want to talk about.
What do you think about the? I guess there's an experimental vaccine coming.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them. I think Russia has one that they've been working on. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I know that a lot of the health officials here in Panama and worldwide have kind of mixed. You know, they've kind of mixed feelings about it. They don't think that it has been on trial long enough. You know, that it has been testing long enough. But then others who are very familiar with how vaccines are developed for any coronavirus say that you know, it should be pretty solid. Dr. Shannon, who has a show tomorrow at 10 o'clock talking to the doctor, said it was, you know, it was. She looked at it as something hopeful.
Oh, cool.
You know, and I take what she says very seriously.
Yeah.
That's Dr. Shannon Tour talking with your doctor on Radio Cherokee, 103.3 FM, Saturdays at 10 o'clock. And don't forget, today at 2 o'clock is Strange Brew.
Oh, yeah.
A radio show, and Mondays at 10 a.m. is on the air with Cynthia Slade, or as they say in France, Cynthia Slade, and Barbara Fiorucci. I was on their show last week. We had a lot of fun with that.
Y'all got pizza on that show, right?
Yeah, we didn't know it showed up.
That's awesome.
It showed, and you know what? Look, you know, I'm pretty particular with my pizza, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm Sicilian, you know, and it's a thing, right?
They got great pizza.
Oh my gosh, she showed up.
I
like
love their pizza.
10 minutes before the show was about to be over with. It's a pizza Brasilia. I can't pronounce that. Brasilia Misio?
Something like Misio. Yeah.
Brasilia Misio. Their food is fantastic.
The Brazil pizza place across from Big Daddy's, incredible on the corner there. Their pizza is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great people.
We did the rest of the show just stuffing our face.
Like,
yeah, it was great. That was a good time. But yeah, you know, it's going to be really good to see all the restaurants open up again. You know, It's just, this is a small town, and that's really where the socialization takes place.
Yeah.
There's a couple of clubs here. You got Taboo, which is mainly for the younger crowd, and usually goes on late at night. I know, I've been there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You? Really?
Yeah, well, I was...
That's not hard to believe.
Do you remember Victor Julio, right?
Yeah.
Well, I played in his band, Victor and the Boquete Rock Stars.
Okay.
And I do my first show with Equilibrio at Big Daddy's from 6 to 9.
Oh, right.
And then I pack up my stuff and head down to the brewery and do another show from like 9:30, 10 till 1. And at that time, I didn't have a car. So Mike, the drummer, he was my ride.
Okay.
He never wanted to go home.
Yeah.
So it's at midnight, 12:30, we'd head over to Taboo. And you couldn't walk from one side to the other. It was just so... I can't imagine anything now being that packed.
Yeah.
But we'd be there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'd get home, and I'd have a service call at 8 a.m. And I'd be dragging my butt all day long. But seriously though, we would meet with our friends at local restaurants. Big Daddy's was one of our favorite because of the way everything was laid out.
Yeah.
We had karaoke on Monday nights, and we usually fill the place up. And it was just the restaurants here are like the nightclubs in the big city. This is where people go to socialize, to sit and talk, and to just basically hang out.
How are we gonna do karaoke again?
I don't know, man.
You gotta think about that.
I know we need to.
The good thing is it's open air.
It is, yeah.
There's still some obvious restrictions. I wonder how we can get that online.
Yeah, we could look at that. That would be interesting. Call in karaoke. It might not sound that good, but
Yeah.
No, we had a great time doing that. I had something going on at Big Daddy's for almost a year and a half every Monday night. Started with Tommy. Remember Tommy? Tommy, guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then we went to, I think Frank. I can't remember his last name. God, Frank Denario. He was living up by Cowboy Dave's.
There's so many talented musicians. There still is a lot of talented musicians.
I've had 5 different iterations of my band at Big Daddy's.
Yeah.
And the last one was Dario.
Yeah.
Dario and...
Is he here still?
He's back, yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, and Adi Velasquez.
Yeah.
The Nightingale.
Both super talented.
Yeah. But, these restaurants, particularly, the restaurants kind of like that are laid out like Big Daddy's, where you have a big open space, the fire pit and all that. It was a lot of fun. That's where we go. We go to socialize. So maybe we can do that if you have a working sound system.
Yeah, we do. I think.
Yeah.
Didn't you break it?
No. Actually, someone broke mine.
So that was you that stole my microphones. That's what it was.
No, that was that band.
I'm kidding.
That was funny you should bring that up because I came in there looking for a mic. I'm like, what happened to the microphone?
Yeah.
And it was gone. And it turns out that a band that was there, I'm not going to mention their name, this previous Saturday made off with a couple of things.
I know. I like teasing you about that.
I know. That's funny though. But that would be fun if we could find a way to do that again. I know a lot of people, looked forward to that Monday night. Karaoke was a lot of fun. You don't have to be a rock star. You don't have to be a professional singer. It's just a way, and you've got your onion rings and all that great stuff at Big Daddy's and adult beverages. But looking forward, really, looking forward to doing that again. I don't, like I said, I know Minsa has given you a lot of regulations and a lot of things that you have to do, but just the fact that we'll be able to get out with our friends again, and atmosphere, kind of sit within conversation distance, have some drinks, it'll give us a sense of things possibly getting maybe back to normal. That's the longest Jake break I have ever heard in my life. That thing's been going on for like 90 seconds.
I thought that was a train, but then I'm like,
there's no train.
There's no train here. That is must be having some issues over there.
Must be. We're outside here. You'll see in the video when I posted on,
Oh, there's a video?
Yeah, there's a video. There has been. Yeah, say hi. There's a video. And I'll put it on my YouTube channel later this weekend. But I don't know if that's a Jake break or if someone just, their muffler fell off.
I don't know. That's intense.
You'll hear it in the video. We got about 5 minutes, guys. We can take one call if you want to chime in, 6729-5729. Let us know what you want to talk about. We got a few minutes left in the show. We are going to be doing this again next week. Maybe if Chris can come back. If not, I'll find someone else to join me.
Yeah, I'd be happy to come, but I think people are getting bored about with me. Maybe you can get somebody more exciting.
Maybe we can get a few people. Maybe we can have a party.
Yeah.
You know,
Under 2?
No, under 3, under 5. I don't know. Yeah, we'll work something out over that time. I know this is not a familiar, it's just not a familiar format for a lot of people. Most people are used to just turn the radio on, or turn the stereo on, and listen to stuff. Radio, interactive radio is just something you have to get used to, and it takes a little while to get something like that off the ground. So, one of the reasons I have Chris here is so we can fill the time in. Chris and I, we bounce off each other pretty well. We've known each other for a couple of years now, so he's always got something cool to say, something funny. But like I said, we're going to do this, for a little while and see how it goes. And we really like to hear from our community, and the reason being is this is your community, and I know that a lot of you have a lot to say on social media. We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
We think.
If you're embarrassed, make up a name.
Yeah, call and make up a name. Tell you.
If you're shy, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. So, what do you now? Okay, they're opening the restaurants up on October 12th. That's what.
28th of September.
The 28th of September. How much prep work do you have to do to be ready to open the doors up to dining service on that date? We got like 5 weeks. Do you have everything in place?
Like I said yesterday, I was arranging the tables in one of the Big Daddies. I'm working out some details as far as the menu. I'd like to do a digital menu, so I don't have to. Because I'm not going to use my regular menu. Sure. I'm going to do something disposable. I'm trying to work out disposable plateware and silverware that is not plastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I'm thinking about. In the beginning, I think I'm going to do all disposable. I'd like to do like a QR code for the menu, but I'm not sure. That might be a little too advanced for some of our users.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. So
I can tell you.
I'm working out, the best way to deliver.
The disposable menus aren't a bad idea. I mean, when you look at places that up in the States, at least that I'm familiar with, that have a lot of young families come in.
Yeah.
They have almost like photocopies.
Well, the kids can color and stuff.
Yeah, kids can color, but they're once you use once and throw it away.
Yeah. Those are more kids menus, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But and I get it about the paper plates, but I think at this point, I mean, for me, I can only speak for myself. I wouldn't care if you brought my food on a dollar store paper plate, just to be able to go back out, in public into a restaurant and sit down and have a good meal with my friends and my family. I wouldn't care what you serve me on. You can give me a twig, to eat with. It'd just be great to be, back out again.
Yeah, right. I did an interesting survey with some people about. I was particularly curious about Boulder and that level, like the upper level of dining. Would they like it to the waiter to greet the table and clean the silverware in front of them, clean the glass in front of them? Would they like to bring their own silverware? I was just asking questions like that.
That's really interesting.
And because you go to a nice restaurant. And there's a lot of really nice restaurants in town. There's Gusto, the Panamonte, there's Boulder. There's a lot of great. So when you go to a place like that, the idea of eating off a paper plate is just kind of ruins the experience. I think that's more of an experience dining.
Yeah.
So if I serve you, or you get served whatever on a nice paper plate, it's like, well.
Yeah.
But the response that I got was from the people were like, I go to that restaurant because I trust that restaurant to take food safe and take care of it. And I was like, okay.
Well, no, that's important too. Like I said, from my perspective, and we're getting down to the last 30 seconds or so. From my perspective, just being able to go out again and enjoy, sitting down in your favorite restaurant and talking with your friends, just having a good time. To me, would be worth just about anything. All right, we are. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. We're running a few seconds over, so we want to thank Chris. Thank you.
Hey, Al, thank you.
And hopefully to see you next week. Maybe we can get someone else in.
You like my shirt, by the way?
I love your shirt.
You
It
see
says,
that?
if you can read this, you are too close, with the little coronavirus on it.
Yeah.
That is very cool. Jamie, thanks for keeping us company. Yeah, she's sitting over there.
She's the best.
She's very cool.
Isn't she pretty?
She's very, even with the mask on. Not
Yeah.
many people can make a mask look good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you've been listening to BoqueteNow, Talk Radio on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM, sponsored by the Chris Young Culinary Empire, Big Daddy's Grill, Boulder 54, and the Tap Out Sports Zone. We've been chit-chatting today. Thank you for the few people who called in. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Also, buen dia, mi amigos, mi amigas, mi familia. Have a wonderful day. We are out.
Ciao, gracias.